Hello Sawyer. Press 1 for explanation or 2 to continue. Main menu. Press 1 to start chain, 2 to transfer chain, 3 to view chain. Press 1 for wheat, 2 for tomato. Tomato selected. Enter quantity then press pound. Default is 100. Tomato chain added with 18 units. Main menu.
So our app, it's basically a blockchain based supply chain app. Here we can track the transaction that is made in the supply chain. Generally we can see the pop-up. It's used to scan the QR code of the product to see the transaction. If we cut that, we can see the latest transaction, total shipments and active forms. We added the bulk values insights and valuation to see the bulk orders and the product price. If we goes into inside the transaction, we can see the details of that transaction summary, and if we scroll down, we can see the recent transaction that is happened in the blockchain. We added the user interface based on the track like order based track to see the transaction. If we touches the each the notes, we can see the details of that notes like this. We can able to see the transaction quality, organic certifications and product type, farmers, farm location, etc. Okay, that's all. This is our app. In future we can able to make this website in more beginner manner, apart from the other block explorers. That's all. Thank you very much.
Nice to meet you all. We are Team Agrolock. Our team consists of S. Hari Prasad, C. Madhavan, S. Jayasuriya, R. Rahul, R. Manmani, and Lakshmi Manian. Our problem statement is SIH25045. Our problem statement title is Blockchain Based Supply Chain Transparency for Agricultural Produce. Did you know that more than 25% of the produce never leave the farm because they lot in the farm? Also, the farmers paid less than 1/3 of the actual price paid by the customer in the cities. That's where we designed a system that is designed to store and show the history of your agri-products. As you know, it's a dual system. Mobile app for smartphones and menu-based IVR feature for 2G mobiles. The crop and transaction details are securely stored on a blockchain, ensuring transparency and tamper-proof records. Using QR codes and visual dashboards, the user can easily track the entire crop journey in real time. What our proposed solution? App workflow. We are given a role-based login or one-time login for farmer, transporter and distributor and the customer. The farmer starts the chain by creating a crop batch and simply filling the UI forms. Carry the batch. Transfer quantities using QR codes like GPay, but for crops. Secure records. Every transaction is stored on a supply chain with unique QR code. Due to the unique QR code, the entire journey can be seen by the farmer, transporter as well as the customer. That's for the minority of the smartphone users. What about the majority users? 2G mobile users. That's where we developed an IVR system. First, the farmer registered on the portal with basic proofs like Aadhaar card. The farmer starts the chain by dials the IVR number from the registered phone. The farmer navigates through the menu by choosing language, then select the action they need to start. The farmer can store the crop, view the history and instant response. Store the crop. Entire crop name and quantity can be stored. View history. The farmer can easily view the journey of the producer by giving the provided batch ID to get the past records. Instant response. System replies with voice prompts plus message configuration. Technical approach. We are using FastAPI for backend, React for the frontend, and Web3 for the storage. Ethereum. As you know, Ethereum is a blockchain that is used to store as a ledger. And for the IVR system, we are using Asterisk. The blockchain and the IVR system uses lot of currency. That's why we are using Biconomy Wallet and Python for automation the entire process. As you can see in the front end, there are three details. In the first load-based login, the user data collection happen. There the OTP with the OTP login, the user can easily log in the page. There the lock is set in pattern or the password and the registration is completed. Later the data will be transferring to the data being set by viewing the batch with the batch ID or scanning the QR code. In the data storing base, there are two bases, UI based and IVR menu as we already know. In the UI base, the farmer fill the form. The filling form will be transferred in a JSON payload. And there is an QR code generated and payload and directly sent to the payload terminal. In the IVR menu, the farmer calls the IVR system, then the language is selection, then the action is selection by start chain, view batch or request collection. In the start chain, we are given the crop types and quantities of the crop. Then the data will be transferred to the JSON payload and generated as a QR code and sent to the payload terminal. In the second view batch, we can view the batch of the produce by entering the batch ID. The response will be in via the message for the 2G mobile users. And request collection. It is to correct the request by the farmer. By entering the batch ID, the response via in the message. In the backend, there will be three types: data storing, data retrieving, and IVR system. In data storing, receives payloads. As in the front load, the data payload generated. Here, the data storing receives that payload and checks the all feeds, token, and password. If there is an error, means it will throw. Then it will check for the farmer if the farmer has a wallet exists or not. If it exists, it will store the JSON in the Web3 or not. It creates a wallet encrypt with an encrypt private key and send back to the device to store the key. After the data is again selected and the stored data in the JSON file, it will get a CID number. Then it will start the transaction and decrypt the private key. By using smart contract ERC2771 is a smart contract. Smart contract is a set of codes which you cannot cheat the system. The government refilled the Biconomy wallet by paying the amount. Then the tax is stored on a chain. IVR system. All cases. Action, crop types, quantity, confirmation. And let it live on the low cost hardware. This is our technical approach. Let's move on to the feasibility and viability. Here the blockchain frameworks, DOR interface, QR code dashboards, and low-end device compatibility, technical feasibility, server options, maintenance and crop system sharing. What are the challenges in the low connectivity? Gas fees, IVR hosting, hard to adapt, cost. What is our solution for that? For low connectivity, IVR system does need any internet or smartphone to start the chain. Even 2G phones are enough. Gas fees. Ethereum costs high gas fees, but the side chains like Arbitrum, Polygon provides the same level of security with low gas fees. IVR hosting. Using Raspberry Pi as the server can reduce the server cost. For the scalability, we can install more or less based on the location. IVR are to adapt. Show farmers and stakeholders the benefits of fair pricing and transparency to create awareness. Also, by contacting the government official, they can easily get the details from the official. Cost. Get help from government or NGOs to cover the system costs. We can even charge from the farmers to maintain the servers. Let's move on to the impact and benefits. Use cases. Tracing goods through supply chain, and we can keep getting updated about prices, quality of the goods. Knowing the reason for price variating in goods. Farmers directly sells to the buyers, reducing middleman cuts. Retaining more of the harvest, increasing income to the both and the individual farmer. Benefits. Faster across the markets, reduces payment delays. Reduced paperwork and reconciliation efforts. Strengthened brand trust through transparency. Potential impacts. Increasing fair traceable price, trust in quality and authenticity. End consumer can scan QR codes to see crop history. The consumer can verify authenticity and quality of the produce. Conclusion. What we expect. We expect to evolve from a just information delivery to evolving an independent supply chain for the agriculture, and evolve India to an agriculture hub. These are the research and references from platforms.